Hey, Steve Bedell, your EXP Realtor coming to you today from the Villages, Florida. We're in early stages of February. I think today is the 8th, 7th or 8th. Anyway, the first week of the month, I usually do a market report, but I'm going to maybe hold back on those for a little bit because I've been doing them every month. As a rule, things don't change all that much, so I'd rather, bring you interesting topics and maybe things that matter instead of just repeating the same or close to the same data all the time. Last week we talked about a very low price per square foot, but like we said, I'll get back to you, that was an anomaly. It just happened to have some properties that, weren't in very good shape and sell for a low price, but not a long-term trend. So things are staying pretty much about the same as they are in the villages. So what I thought I'd do today, that I thought you might enjoy, let's take a look at some of the higher end properties and see what goes into what is a higher end property. And we'll look at some of the features, we'll look at some of the pictures. I'm going to put links so you can go to the websites. I'm going to put a picture up and give you I took a picture of each one of them on Zillow website so you can get some idea what they look like. And I also put links in below so you can click them out and check them out yourself. I thought it might be interesting to show you some of the similarities that makes these high-end properties. I'll talk about how long they're on the market, and I highlighted a few interesting things to say about each property. Alrighty? So, all of these properties sold within the last, or went pending within the last 30 days. And these three properties are all over $1 million. So, you want to see what $1 million plus properties look like in the villages? What makes them that way? And a link so you can go check them out. Alright, so let's start with number one here. Number one, we got 1953 Hartford Path, went for $1.4 million. Days on the market, it was 48 days on market, which for a property in that price range is really great. That's pretty short for that price range. And get this, I'll tell you about when we look at it, but they were offering seller financing. I love seller financing. I've bought houses on seller financing. Oh, fabulous. And usually you don't see it on that price range, but they did. Now, did they go through with the seller financing? I can't tell you that now because when they go pending, they don't even tell us the final price, but I'm going to guess it was very close to the $1.4 million. So let me tell you a few more things about that property, and I'm going to show it right up here now as I discuss it. Alright, here we go. 1953 Hartford Path. It's in the villages, and it's the original price was $1.1 million that it listed for, and the pending, it didn't make any changes to that, so I'm assuming that it sold for pretty much that. It's a premier home, of course. Premier homes are the bigger, more expensive homes, and they're usually also located in areas where there are just premier homes, such as this one is. This is in Bridgeport. I think all of these properties are in Bridgeport. There's Bridgeport at Lake Meona, Bridgeport at Lake Sumter. There's a couple of different ones, but they're all expensive properties, and they're all nice areas, and they're pretty common to have either waterfront, golf front, or both. So this one was in Bridgeport at Lake Meona. All of these properties were all pretty close to the same area. If you know the villages at all, they were all pretty close to Palmer Country Club, Palmer Country Club, all in that area, some right with the Palmer Golf Course. So the bond is paid, which is very unusual for a house in this price range because that's pretty expensive. It is privacy. It's got no homes behind it. And the taxes on this place are $5,900. Now, I come from New Hampshire originally. Remember, New Hampshire has no sales tax and no income tax. But they got to make money someplace, and you can bet they get it on the real estate taxes. So that the real estate taxes here, that's homestead $59.78. That's a really great price for a home in that price range. So take a look. I got the link there below, and see what you think of Hartford Path. Now let's take a look. Now let's take a look at the next one here. Now we got 1333 Harley Circle. Now that went for $1.85 million, and look at that, days on market, 11 days. That is really fast for a property in that price range. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look and talk about some of the attributes of that house. So here you go. You got Harley Circle, 11 days on market. Asking price was $1.85, and I'm assuming it probably went for that $1.85 where it's such a quick sale like that. This is situated Championship Golf Course, and this is at Bridgeport at Lake Sumter. So this one actually is on Palmer Golf Course, which is one of the Championship Golf Courses here. Great place. Has a 3-car garage, and it has saltwater pools, solar heating. These properties all have pools. They're usually saltwater pools. This particular one, 12-foot ceilings, 24-inch tile flooring, no carpet in the house. People in Florida do not like carpets. I mean, I'm okay in the bedroom. I like it in the bedroom, but the other floors, if you have carpet in the house and it's not just the bedroom, you're going to have a hard time selling that. It's just not a big something that they like here. It's all granite, stainless steel, of course. It's got gas, solar panels on the roof, a cabana bath with the pool access. So really, a really gorgeous home. And the taxes on that, again, $69.89. How about $7,000 for a home that's $1.8.5 million? That's a pretty good deal, I think. The bond balance is still $16,000. About $16,000. So, but the payment on that is like $1,100 a month, and when you've got a $1.8 million home that you're talking about, that's not so bad at all. So, now let's take a look at the next one. There you go. We got one more. We got 629 Turnberry Forest, and that's $2.5 million. Now that days on market, 220 days, so that's significantly longer than the other ones. And if you remember, if you've been watching it a while, I actually shot some photos of this property. I went when it was first listed and took some photos of it. This is also located in Bridgeport at Lake Sumter. So you can see that one area has a lot of very special homes. So let's take a look at some of the details on this place and see what makes it really special and even significantly higher than the other homes. So here we go. It is. It was listed originally at 2.7, and now they had dropped the list price down to 2.5 million. So I'm guessing we're pretty close to that on the sell. But again, with the pending properties, I can't tell you. I will try to, at the end of this video, link it right to that property. Although you're going to see them. I have the links below also. Now this has something really unique in the villages. It has a section that is 2 stories. Pretty much every home in the village is 1 story. People who are old do not like stairs. Okay, so and it has stairs. It has stairs in it, the atrium, and you go up there. I've been up there. It's got floor-to-ceiling windows, quartz wall sculpture. The flooring is all Italian porcelain. The ceilings are 12 feet. The bond payoff is $17,000, as you might expect on a home like this. Taxes, again, $10,000 for a $2.5 million home. I think that's not so bad at all. I put a link down at the bottom there. You can see it, and you can even take a link to go look at one of the other ones that I had. Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you like looking at some of the more expensive homes in the villages. Give you some idea of just what we got here. And click on the links below. Go check them out. And please please like, please subscribe, and I'll be back to you next week with another video from the Villages, Florida.